Some night this week, you are going to wake up at 3 in the morning. Nothing will have woken you, no noise, no dream you can remember. Your eyes just open, and the room is dark, and you are completely uselessly awake. You will lie there, you will check the time, and wish you hadn't. You will think about something from 4 years ago that does not matter to anyone. And somewhere in the middle of all that, you will have the thought everybody has. Something is wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with you. You are just early. Go back a few hundred years and read what people wrote at night. Not history books, diaries, court records, letters people scribbled by candlelight and never imagined anyone would read. And they keep saying something that makes no sense to us. They keep calling it their first sleep. First. Like there was a second one. There was. People went down not long after dark. They slept about 4 hours. Then they woke up. And they stayed awake. In the dark. For an hour, sometimes 2. And then they went back down until morning. Every night. Everybody. For as long as anyone had been writing things down. That gap in the middle even had a name. They called it the watch. So when you wake at 3, something old is still running. Fine. Except that answer has a hole in it. And the hole is sitting in your own house. Because if this is one shared human program, everybody should be waking at the same time. Your grandmother is asleep by 9 and awake at 4:30. Your brother is still up at 1 and cannot be moved before 10. Same house, same night, same species. That is not the program failing. That is the program. Because the question was never why people wake in the night. It is who is awake while everybody else is not. That idea has been sitting in biology for 60 years, and almost nobody thought to point it at us. Birds do it, meerkats do it. Anything that sleeps in a group and has something hunting it, does it. A few are always awake. The group is never fully out. Nobody organizes it. It just happens. And it is the reason they survive the night. We accepted that about every animal we bothered to watch. Nobody had checked whether we do it too. There is a camp in Tanzania where people still sleep the way all of us used to. On the ground, under grass and branches. 20 or 30 people together, in country that still has lions in it. Somebody put trackers on their wrists and watched them sleep for 20 nights. They were looking for one specific moment. Everybody asleep. Across 20 nights, that moment lasted 18 minutes. 18. Out of more than 13,000. The rest of the time, somebody in that camp had their eyes open, every hour, every night, without one exception. And nobody arranged it. Nobody took a shift. Nobody was told to stay up. Ask them, and they would tell you everybody slept. So what decided it? Not the men, not the mothers, not whoever was lying next to a child, not the heat, not the season, not the moon. Age. The young ones went down late and got up late. The old ones went down early and woke in the dark and slept badly. The way old people sleep badly everywhere on Earth. Put those two in one camp and you never need a guard. The night covers itself. Old people sleep badly. That is not a fault. That is the job. And yes, those are people alive right now, not ancient ones. But nobody taught them this. It is not a custom. Nobody passes it down. It is age, which means it is in your house too. So, picture the changeover. 4 in the morning, 100,000 years ago. The fire is down to embers. 9 people asleep on the ground. 1 woman is not. She is old for her time. Her hip hurts. She has been awake 20 minutes, and she already knows she is not going back down, because she has known that about herself for years. So she does what she always does. She feeds the fire. She listens. She looks at the shapes on the ground and counts them without meaning to. She is not standing guard. She would never call it that. She is just old and awake and a little cold. And because she is old and awake, 9 people get to stay asleep, which leaves the other half of it. If somebody was always up in the dark, what were they doing? Go back to those diaries, back to that hour they called the watch, and the same thing keeps turning up, over and over. They talked about their dreams, not at breakfast, right then. In the dark, still warm, still half inside it. And of course they did. Dreams are not spread evenly across a night. They stretch out as it goes on. The late ones are the long ones, the strange ones, the ones with a story in them. Wake up on your own at 3 and you land right in the middle of one. It is still there. You can still see it. Now, think about how you wake up, an alarm, out of somewhere much deeper, dragging you sideways, and whatever you were in the middle of is gone before your feet hit the floor. Every old culture we know of has dream gods, dream warnings, dreams as messages from the dead. And we have always found that a little silly. They were not more spiritual than you. They just remembered them. So, That was the night. Somebody always awake. And whoever was awake was often awake with a dream still running behind their eyes. In the quietest hour there is, beside a fire, with everyone they loved asleep on the ground around them. That is not a gap in somebody's sleep. That was a place people went every single night, and almost nobody alive has ever been there, and the rota never stopped. It is running tonight, in your home, in the shape it has always had. Your grandmother wakes at 4:30 and calls it insomnia. Her body is doing the job it was built for, at the hour it was built for a camp that is not there anymore. Your brother cannot sleep before 1, and somebody tells him he is lazy. He is not lazy. He is the late shift. And the late shift used to be the difference between waking up and not. Nobody in your family is broken. Your family is covering the night the way families have covered the night for longer than we have had words for it. The lions are gone, the rota is not. But something else is gone too, and nobody mentions it. The rota needed a camp. It only worked because somebody else was awake when you were not. Because at 4 in the morning, there was already a woman by the fire, and you could feel her there, and your body knew it was allowed to go back down. You do not have that. You wake at 3 in a room with the door shut, and nobody takes over. So you lie there until morning, holding a watch that was never meant to be held alone. So some night this week, at 3 in the morning, your eyes are going to open for no reason at all. Nothing is going wrong. Somebody is on watch. There is nothing left to watch for, and they are doing it anyway.